Hey, so as you can tell by the title, this is the story of I got robbed by a drunk guy. So let's get right into it. So me and a couple friends were on a camping trip. We were in like kind of like on a mountain. It was like in the middle of it, and it was like a campsite. We were in a motorhome. So we went up there, and as soon as we got there, there was like these drunk ass college kids. They smelled like booze and everything. So we were like, okay, this is gonna be a fun weekend. And they were like throwing shit everywhere, and we were like, okay, so let's stay inside. But this motorhome, I had no problem staying inside this motorhome, guys. This motorhome was like sick. It had internet. It had a TV. He had an Xbox in there. He brought his gaming laptop because this is before I had mine, and he brought that, and we like had a great time on that. So basically, we were in there for like I'd say 2-3 hours, and then one of them was like, I'm kind of bored. Let's go for a walk." And I was like, "Okay." So where are we gonna go? Like, you want to go all the way to the top of the mountain? And they're like, yeah, how far is it? I'm like, I don't know. I saw somewhere that's like a mile and a half from where we are. So it would only take us like 20 minutes to walk up and like 20 minutes back. So we did. But for some reason, we thought it was a good idea to leave a window open, but with a screen so that we could let air in. And basically, while we were up there, one of the drunk college kids across from us thought it was a great idea to like go over to our motorhome, punch the screen in, and then climb in and start fucking robbing our shit. So he took my phone and a couple other things. So when we come back, I just know we get in and we instantly realize something's off. My friend's dad was there, but he went down the mountain with his buddies and they had their own thing and we were up near the top. And that's how we got there, obviously. So we were like, what the fuck? These guys just went through our shit. And I knew that because I looked over at them because I instantly knew, okay, one of them punched in the screen and climbed through the fucking window and robbed our shit. And I like was like looking around and I instantly realized, where the hell is my phone? And my friends were like, wait, where's our Xbox? And one of them was like, what the hell? Where did my laptop go? So we all started freaking out. We were like, holy shit, dude, they're gonna sell it. They're gonna fucking take it, they're gonna sell it, we're never gonna see it again. And one of my friends just goes, guys? We all just go, what? He's like, one of them has Garrett's phone, and I knew that because my phone case was like a Rainbow Six Siege one because I was really into that game at that time. And because this was only like 2 years ago when Rainbow was in its prime. And he's like, yeah, one of them has Garrett's phone, and one of them has, we'll call him Tyler. He's like, one of them has Tyler's laptop. And we're like, okay, what the fuck? And we're like, yeah, but what the hell, where'd the Xbox go? And he's like, probably in their motorhome. So we just start fucking, like, thinking of a plan to get this shit back. Because they're drunk as fuck. And we were petrified to go over there. Because we were like, what, 12 and 13? And we didn't know what the hell we were going to say. Like, hey, can we have our stuff back? Like, no. They're drunk. They're probably going to fucking beat you. So we started thinking of a plan. And then we just came up with, when they leave, we're going to go over there. But only me and my other friend, we'll call him Tom, only me and Tom were actually up to go over there and take our stuff back. So we were kind of just sitting in there for like an hour, and then we stopped hearing like the college kids, like, because they were yelling and shit, and we stopped. So we looked out the window. He like broke the screen, so we had no fresh air. We had to literally open the door if we wanted some. So we opened the door and look out. They aren't there. And we're like, okay, Garrett, Tom, go, go, go. So I go in the trailer. I see my phone laying on the counter, so I grab that. I see my friend's like, I think it was like a $1,200 gaming laptop. I grab that, and I see an Xbox, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's there. So I turn it on, and I look at the profiles, and funny that, my friend's profile is there. And so I just take this shit, and I just fucking, I give my friend the Xbox, I take the laptop and my phone, and I fucking ran. And my friends are like, come on. And I go back in, plug in the Xbox and everything, and I'm like, holy shit, I just pulled a Spy Kids 3 on these motherfuckers. I literally pulled a Spy Kids 3 on those motherfuckers. So, we have our shit, and about, like, an hour later, they come back, right? Like, an hour later, they come back, and so we could have taken our fucking time looking for things, and all of a sudden, we hear on the motorhome door, and I, like, shit myself. I'm like, oh fuck, they know, they're gonna fucking kill us. So, I open the door, and it's just one of those dudes, reeks of booze. He just goes, hey, can I use the bathroom? And I'm like, yeah? He's like, okay, thick. So he just, and so he comes in, uses the bathroom, and he's like, oh, you guys took the Xbox back? And I'm like, what? He's like, oh, never mind. And I'm like, did this just happen? Like, I'm sitting there, and this guy, like, leaves, and I'm like, did they just, like, forget that they stole my phone? So, yeah, basically that's the end of that. They were sober in the morning by the time we were leaving, and they actually apologized to us because they remember stealing our shit, and I remember them apologizing, being like, yeah, we were really drunk. But they're like, wait, how'd you get it back? And we're like, I literally told them, I was like, well, when you guys were gone for like an hour, I kind of just ran over there and took it all back. And they're like, oh shit, that's funny. So basically, it all ended fine in the end, but it was one great story. Alright, I'll see you all next time. Peace.
I'm tryna fuck your friend. Girl, you a 5 and she a 10. I'm tryna fuck your friend.